Hello and welcome to Cameleon Complete Tutorial video number 1, Getting Started with Celette Webtools. In this video, we'll show you how to access Celette Webtools website and set up your Webtools account in order to use Cameleon software. Celette Webtools is the digital platform for accessing all of the new Celette software. It's also used to manage your diagnosis and repair job performed with Celette tools. For now, Celette Webtools hosts the website for Cameleon and will soon also host Eagle and Naja online. To access Webtools website, let's open our web browser, Chrome, Firefox or Edge, and enter the URL app.celette.com. If you're not ready yet to get started with Celette Webtools and the new Cameleon software, you can access the old Cameleon software following this link. Note that the old Cameleon software will be discontinued in a few months. To get started, we first need to set up our Celette Webtool account. Let's do this by clicking Register. And here we can create a new account. So let's input name, last name, email address, password confirmation. Let's click Register. An email has been sent. We now need to check our inbox in order to activate our Celette Webtools account. So let's check our email. We have a new email from Celette Webtools. In order to activate the account, we need to click on this link. We can now log in using our email address and the password we entered in the registration form. There is a few more things to set up before we can start using Cameleon software. First, we need to give some information about our shop, some billing information, and then register the Cameleon equipment we purchased. So let's start by setting up our shop information. You can access the page by clicking this button or using the menu here, Collision Center Account. We need to add Collision Center information here. First name, last name is the name of the account. Email is also the email of this account, and we need to enter a company name, give a phone number, and an address. Let's click Submit. So we have now set up our collision center information, and we can go back to the dashboard. Next, we need to fill in our billing information. Once again, you have a shortcut here, or you can access it through this menu, Collision Center, Account, and Billing Information right here. Here we need to add billing contact, and we can either enter new information if needed to, or use the same value as the body shop information for quick fill-in. So we're going to do this, and Submit. Now back to the dashboard. And last thing we need to do is to register a new Cameleon box. So we can access the page by clicking this button or going to Menu, Collision Center, Equipment. Here we can register a new Cameleon box. So we'll need to write the product serial number and the activation code you will find in the Cameleon box you received. If your Cameleon box was not shipped with an activation code, there is an alternative method to activate it. Let's click on this link. And here you can activate your Cameleon using the serial number and the email address you entered when you purchased the Cameleon box. Note that this email address might be different from the one you used to create your Webtools account. Also, this method only works with Cameleon box that were not shipped with an activation code. If you lost your activation code, please get in touch with your distributor. In our case, we have an activation code, so let's hit cancel and use the first method to activate our Cameleon. Now let's hit submit. We can see that the product has been activated successfully. We now have access to Cameleon software, new button here. But before we start using Cameleon software, let's finish this video by checking out all of the administration page of Celette Webtools that we missed. Under Collision Center Equipment and Subscription, you can manage your Cameleon subscription. The first year of Cameleon subscription is free, and when you will need to extend your subscription, it will happen over here. Let's now check out back into Account. Here we have our shop information, we've seen this already, billing information as well. And under Users and Grants, you can add new user under the same body shop. The user you create here will have access to the same tools and the same subscription, but not to some administration pages such as billing information, shop information, or manage subscription. Let's try to add a new user. We need to input a name, last name, email address, and password, just like for account creation. Let's click Submit. This user can now connect to Celette Webtools using his email address and the password we entered. We just saw how to create and set up a Webtools account. If you followed all the steps in this video, you should be able to access the Cameleon software.